Today is Monday, May 20th, and this is your forecast for the central United States. And we do have a front that's basically cutting right through the middle of the country, but horizontally. So we have a line of showers and storms that'll be in the central plains today. North of that, actually pretty nice, but south of that, very much summer. So let's get right to it. We're going to start off by looking at that weather map, and there's that front. Again, pretty much horizontally dividing the country. North of that, it's still spring. South of that, which is most of the country, it is very much starting to feel like summer, and right along that boundary we have some scattered thunderstorms, some of which could be severe later on today, especially in Nebraska and maybe northern Kansas. 88 degrees today in Grand Rapids, 87 in Detroit, 83 in Cincinnati. Could see some thunderstorms late in the day around Chicago and Des Moines, Minneapolis, 77 for a high up there in northern Minnesota. 89 today in Cincinnati, not far from that in Louisville and Nashville, 87 in Memphis. Some scattered showers and thunderstorms get going this afternoon for you in St. Louis. It is going to stay very warm through the middle of the week in the Midwest, but then a cold front's going to come through, and that's going to knock our temperatures down the second half of the week into the weekend. Not a cool down necessarily that would make you feel like, oh, we've taken 10 steps back, but just in time for Memorial Day weekend, actually it's going to be a bit of a correction and feeling a little bit more like spring again. Temperatures in the 70s the second half of the week for Chicago as well, and maybe even some 60s by the end of the weekend, coming off that very chilly Lake Michigan. 81 today in Charlotte and Savannah. We got 78 there for both Wilmington and Charleston. You see Atlanta there at 83 with sunshine. I mean, what a gorgeous day across the South, because now all the active weather, as we talked about, is up there in the central plains and not the southern United States. So it is sunny, it is hot, and increasingly more humid throughout the South for today and probably the next couple of days. And it looks like in Charlotte we are solidly into a summer pattern with 80s over the next several days. It's been hot in Florida, especially South Florida. We are once again going to peak around or just above 90 in Fort Lauderdale and Miami. Of course, with the humidity, it feels much hotter than that. Scattered showers and thunderstorms will get going in the afternoon, so you'll be lucky to get one of those to cool you down at least briefly. And we'll be in the upper 80s to around 90 probably for the next 7 days. Let's be honest, it's going to probably be longer than that. That is your Monday morning weather update. I hope you all have a great start to your week. Remember that as long as you want there to be, there will always be a 100% chance of good things.